what's next? So in today's video, I want to talk about World of Outlaw Dirt Racing's DLCs, drivers, issues they've fixed, the tournament, paint booth, what car, class, and tracks I'd like to see added to the game. And at the end of the video, I want to talk about what's next, what possibly Monster Games and iRacing could be working on next, because there was a tweet dropped a couple weeks ago and it kind of blew up everything. Before we get into the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new. 175 from 1,000 subscribers. Thank you, Holler Nation. DLCs. We had Limaland drop with the game. That was unexpected. I really liked that. And then the next DLC pack came. It was the UMP modifieds at I-55. I like that a lot too. And then the most recent one was the big block modifieds at Lucas Oil Speedway. I love that they brought official tracks. Each car model has been great. The big block modifieds, for some reason, the sound it's a little bit off. I'd like to see them fix that. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the drivers. We have a total of 290 something drivers that they added. I'm just going to let that sink in a little bit. And we've not had to pay for the drivers that they added, besides like the big blocks and UMPs, which you bought the season pass or you pre-ordered, you've been good then. So I like that they kept adding drivers. They're still adding drivers. This is one of the tweets that Steve Myers answered me on. It was about the UMPs when they came out. Another fellow YouTuber, Extreme Dirt Racing, tweeted him about the tires. You know, some of them tracks had them Timmy the tire to get out into the track, and he runs a lot of league races. You should go check him out. And he also got that fixed too. That was pretty cool. Fixed the issue allowing race to end under yellow flag. Other minor improvements and fixes. You'll be able to skip whenever they have the drivers playing in career mode. You can skip that by pushing A or X, depending on what system you're on. Tournaments. So I really don't understand tournaments in this. I did a little bit on Heat 5, and there was, you would do a qualifying, and let's say the top 25 would get to do a race and get a prize, you know, get money or something like that. So I wanted to try out the tournament and see what it was all about. So I tried out Eldora last week with the late models. I'm not saying I'm fast or nothing, so don't come at me like that, but in the tournament, you know, I finished first on the Xbox side of things. They have these tournaments and it's cool and everything, but there's really no purpose of running them or anything like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, you get like an A on it, but still, I mean, it'd be cool to get to like race against all the other fast guys in a race. Another thing, you're able to turn your assists on and off in the tournament. If you're doing tournament, this needs to be off. It needs to be where they can't turn it on or, you know, off or off. It's off. So I'd like to see an esport, some kind of esport series with this. You know, it'd be really cool to shed some light on these dirt racers that put a lot of time in setups, but they do this and they don't get no recognition. You know what I mean? It'd be really cool. Paint booth. Man, I love to talk about paint booth. Hopefully somebody will answer me eventually. So here's a tweet about being able to save more than one paint scheme. Copy and paste to the other side would be awesome. It's very time consuming. More slots for shapes, because 8 ain't enough. Be nice to have about 16 spots for shapes or sponsors. At least 8 spots for saving, you know, your custom paint scheme. There's one, you put a lot of time in it, and you might want to keep it and just keep making more. Alright, so now we're to tracks and car class that I'd like to see added. So here is Lernerville Speedway. Talk around town is it's probably never going to happen. They don't want iRacing back on their facility. It's what I've been hearing. So another one iRacing just added was Lincoln Speedway. That was just released not too long ago. So it'd be cool if Lincoln would be able to come into the game maybe next year. And the Chili Bowl. I would love to see the Chili Bowl added to this game, which leads me up to the car class I'd like to see added. The midgets. I think the midgets would be a great addition to this game. And it was in Tony Stewart's sprint car game, so I'd like to see midgets come. I think that would be a blast. Alright, so now we get to the end of the video, and I want to talk about... So Steve Myers tweeted a couple weeks ago about Dirt to Daytona being a 20-year anniversary, and would the community support a new console Dirt to Daytona game. Then Redneck Jesus tweeted later, "What do you say? Is it time for another Dirt to Daytona career console game? I think I know who should do this." So my thoughts on all that: the state of NASCAR games right now is not in a good spot. We all know about NASCAR 21 Ignition. I'm not going to beat the dead horse on it. There was a little bit of hope saying that there's going to be a NASCAR Heat 5 DLC 2022 season. So far that's not happened. I feel like in the next couple months we're going to find out something, and I hope it's them taking over. I mean, because they already team up with NASCAR on iRacing, why would they not want to put out a console game? It just doesn't make sense. So I know everybody wants a NASCAR Heat 5 DLC. I've been starved of a NASCAR game. I'm glad that iRacing teamed up with Monster Games and brought this out, because there was really nothing up for us to race with. Nothing. I know a lot of y'all are still on Heat 5. I wish you guys the best of luck. I don't support buying a DLC for these guys. They've already dug themselves in a hole. I hope iRacing and Monster Games can take over somehow. NASCAR console gaming community deserves a good game. And it's about time it happens. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share. Please be nice to Rusty and Jay. From my Holler Yours, thank you, Holler Nation. Thank you to everybody that's been a part of this journey. I'll catch you in the next video. Galllee out.